Tell us a story. Cheers.
And cheers.
Cheers. So to the tough work night. My wine is full of cork.
We start?
We can start.
But you don't have a wine?
I open the wine. We can start. And I open the wine at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we're good.
Because do you know what makes today very special?
Tell me.
Because today is the 1st of October and it's like a Chinese national holiday plus Mid-Autumn Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are the big holiday in China. And manufacturer, of course, they will go on the rest. No matter it's a Mid-Autumn Festival, which you need to have the mooncake, the special one, or the national holiday. Manufacturer will also have day off. But today is very, very special because both of this is together. And it only happened 4 times in 1 century.
Wow.
So it means that the next time it will be happen, it will be 2033.
Okay.
What I hear, and 2070 something. So that's what I hear. So today is very special because it only 4 times in 1 century.
Nice. Also
Like-
kind of kills one holiday, right? For the employees. It's one less holiday then, is it?
No, it's combined. Normally like a national holiday. I think the last year we have the national holiday only like for 3 days because it's supposed to be 1 day and then to combine with the weekend.
Yeah.
In China, normally the holiday will work with when you have a holiday and it was connected with the, like for example, you have holiday on Monday and you have a weekend in between and then they will have like, they will give you the weekend, Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, and for like the whole holiday. But they will move the Wednesday working time to the Saturday.
Yep.
So this is like sometimes how it works. Like they want to put like a longer holiday for the people, and then they will make it out somehow you need to work on the weekend.
Right. You
Like-
worked the weekend before.
Yeah, like on Saturday this week
Yeah.
or the Sunday the next week.
So, like you say, with the holiday, there is usually when there is a holiday, the people still have to work on the weekend before that, right? And I think that's something unique, something that in the Western world the people don't do.
But actually, to be honest, like when the people you know that you're going to have a holiday and you need to work in the Saturday, it's not really productive on
No.
the day. For be honest, it's not really productive on that day because everybody already have the holiday moved.
Yeah.
They
Everyone's
already,
already gone.
we are going to be off, and today is Saturday, especially for our business. Like the foreigners, like or the Westerners, like they don't work on the weekend, so it doesn't make too much sense that you
Doesn't
work
matter,
on the
no.
weekends.
Yeah. When I first started in China, I had to work on Saturdays. I worked every Saturday.
Yeah, because
I'm
you're in China.
So I'm not sure if that was just me or if that, because a lot of people, how is that? Because is that now that it changed? Like people don't have to work on Saturdays anymore? Or is it just, I'm in a different industry now, or I know people from a different industry?
I think it depends because most of the work that you don't have to work on the weekends, but big company like Alibaba or Tencent, who, like Saturdays, sometimes definitely are working days.
Oh, okay.
And like now for us, we are sitting here to do the filming.
Yes.
It's also part of our work.
Yes, hard
Even
work.
though we enjoyed it and we really like it and this is like part of our life, but today is holiday. Like
Right, that's true.
we are still sitting here and do these videos. It's also because like kind of work, but we enjoyed it and we
Yeah.
think it's necessary to share this moment with everyone. That was our holiday. That is a special one. We eat mooncake. We watch the moon. We tell the story of the traditional Chinese mooncake festival.
Tell us a story. Cheers.
And cheers.
Cheers. So to the tough work night. My wine is full of cork.
But at least we enjoyed it. That's why. Yeah. Do you actually know the original story of like the Mooncake Festival?
No, I didn't want to look it up. I thought you could enlighten us.
Why?
I thought you could tell us.
Because like this Mooncake Festival is very romantic story. It was like a long time ago. There is the goddess. She's beautiful. She's living on the heaven with the heaven guard. And then she's one of the princess from the heaven guard. We have two words, like the original word and the heaven. So we have a god in heaven. He has some princess, and she's called Chang'e. Is her name Chinese? I don't have an English translation, but Chang'e.
Chang'e.
So she's living in the heaven. She's like a princess, and normally they have the holiday, so they can go down from the human being side to have a tour. And one day, she go out with her sisters or her friends to go down to the human beings world like ours, like now. And then she was taking a bath in the river, and then there is a guy called Hou Yi. Hou Yi, he's a strong man, but he's a human being. He's not from the heaven. He's a human being, and then he's very strong. He's a nice guy, and then somehow they fall in love with each other. But this is forbidden because she's from the heaven, he's from the human being side, and then they are never can be fall in love with each other. So it's the forbidden love. But they fall in love anyway. So they want to be together, and then the heaven god, very mad when he figure out, oh no, we cannot be together. So he grabbed her back to heaven. So it's a sad story, sad romantic story. And every time, like, actually, this also like is another story of the Chinese Valentine. Okay, the heaven god grabbed her back to put it into the moon. So when you look at the moon, actually in China, when you look at the moon, it's not a moon because there is a picture. It's a beautiful woman with a rabbit, and then somehow there is someone like a servant to serve her, and she's together with a rabbit. And this is the story that she was pleasant in the moon. And this is the Mid-Autumn Festival that we have the mooncake. And then actually besides this story, also we have the Chinese Valentine's on the 7th of July. Because only this day in the year that the bird, they fall in love with each other, so sad, and they cannot see each other. So all the birds will fly on that day, build out the bridge between the human being side and the heaven side. And then the Chang'e and the Hou Yi, they can go on the bridge and meet together for one time per year. And that is why the Chinese Valentine's Day. And it was the 7th of July. Now, I know that you don't.
Yes.
I give you a small notice. Hey, today
I
is the Chinese.
keep forgetting because there are so many. Because now we have to celebrate two, right? So there's
the Western and the Chinese.
there's the Western, yes. So there are two gifts, there are two celebrations, there are two dinners. There's two times happiness, if you will, no?
yes, but this is the what is the Mid-Autumn Festival, and also now Mid-Autumn Festival is that the people, they will give mooncakes as a gift between companies. That the suppliers also, like the suppliers will give people, or like the shipping company, like this like a business, like a lot of mooncakes. Yes, it's like for a culture. And also like for family to gather together and look at the moon, like a piece of time, families together, drink something, eat mooncakes, and watch the moon, and like, wow, to cherish what we have. But I think this is wonderful. Like today I have the dinner with my godmother because my original family is not here in my city. And then my godmother just called me like, hey, come here with dinner. It's a family time. So I had the dinner with my godmother and the whole family. It's quite nice. Yeah.
So I appreciate you doing this with me now. You're doing this with me today and tonight.
This is my
after.
family too.
It sort of is, right? I mean, we're spending so many hours together here.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a little bit different than the normal companies who have like they clock in, they clock out. We're just here whenever we're free, whenever we don't sleep, whenever we don't eat. We're just here, right?
Because we feel we are passionate for the business.
Right.
That's why.
Let's talk about business a little bit. Because that's actually very good. That's a good bridge. Let's talk about business. We already did a show about kind of general sourcing. We did a show.
Yeah.
We did a second show more about shipping. Actually, one of the most watched videos on the channel is about shipping. So it's the video that's you in it. All the most successful videos on this channel it's you in it. So thank you guys for your appreciate it. But anyway, so I wanted to I wanted to bring you on today. I wanted to speak a little bit about dropshipping.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think we have more and more people approaching us. We're opening a dropshipping fulfillment center. There are many things going on with dropshipping. So I just wanted to talk to you, ask you a couple of questions, how you see things, because I always feel like the people that buy the dropshipping products, they don't know how things in China are and how things work behind the scenes with that, right? So I think some people have a very different and wrong understanding of how this works and what's possible, right? So a lot of people want to dropship and say, okay, I want to drop shipping, but I want to have my logo on the products. How do you do that? Is that possible? Is that something that people do? Do people doing it from the factories? How does that work? If people would come and say, hey, Carmen, I want to have a product and then I want to drop ship it and I want to have my logo on the product.
But normally this is like, you need to purchase, like, because if you want to have your own logo, otherwise you just have the sticker. Put the sticker, this is the one option, but I think most of the people, they don't have this option. And I think for dropship, there is a different style of dropship. One style of dropship is like you already purchased the product that it was already existing in the manufacturing. And you can choose to buy one by one, but the price you will get, it will be like retail, because the manufacturer, they don't really care. Like if you want to do one by one, probably you don't work with the manufacturer. As I know, I work with so many years with the manufacturer, they don't produce one pieces. Normally they have the MOQ and it's high. Minimum, as I know, is at 500 pieces. If you really want like to do one by one, you go with the shipping like a trading company, because they will buy a book order and then they have few customers, they all ship the same thing to them. So this can work. But if you want to have your own logo, as you mentioned, like your own logo, probably, be honest, you have to order a big amount of products, but you don't have to ship them together same time to somewhere. You need to deposit for this product first, or probably some manufacturer, they will ask you to pay full, and then they can send one by one. And this is you need to have the stock, that you cannot just say, oh, I want to have my logo, OEM products, and then one by one shipping. So far, I didn't find any chance for that. So far, I cannot say no, but so far I didn't see.
I think there are a few doing that. There are a few people teaching this. You know, it's like, oh, you should when you start dropshipping, you should have a logo on it. You should do that. But people don't buy in bulk. People just want to go like, oh, I want to buy one by one. But I think people don't understand why it's not possible. You know, they think, okay, I go to the factory and then they can just do it one by one by one by one, right? But that's not how it works.
No.
So if you do the dropshipping, how should you start it then? Like, what's possible with the suppliers, and why can you not do the logo with the supplier? Why is that a problem?
What I think about, if it's the logo, as I said, like if you put a sticker, okay, we can ask the printing, because to print a sticker is very maybe 0.04 USD. What was that, like 4 cents?
4 cents, yeah.
Yeah. So it's very cheap for one logo, and you just can buy this logo and ask the supplier, okay, every time you put one sticker is okay. But if you want your private logo, like a packaging. You can imagine that you never can be managed no matter which country. You cannot find any place that just to bring you one box with your print out. Of course you need the storage, and no manufacturer, they want to pay for the packaging out front. They're not going to deposit your packaging. So of course you need to buy those packaging in the book. Okay, then maybe they're a drop shipper, you have your own product, but you have your customized box first. So they just put their product into your box, pack it, and ship it. Then this is possible. But of course, for the packaging, you have to have your own. This is one situation that you don't need your logo on the product. But some of the situation that even on the product, you want your own logo, and this is like 99.99% that the manufacturer will not do that for one pieces, because it's, for example, why the printing? If you print 1,000 pieces of boxes and 500 pieces boxes, the cost will be very similar, because if you make the machine run for the manufacturer to print 1,000 pieces of boxes or 500 pieces of boxes, it will be for them cost the same. So of course they will charge you the same amount. Even you print only 500 pieces, it will be the same as you print 1,000 pieces. It will not be much cheaper, because the machine already need to run, and each time they run, they print out a lot. So that doesn't make sense. That's why they have the MOQ and it's high. That's why. Then many people, they don't understand, because probably they work with the people like trading company that they already have like a big stock for what they have, and then they already storage there. But I believe if you ask for the OEM products from the trading company that they don't have in stock, they will request the same MOQ as well.
Yeah, because they need to go to the factory.
They need to, because when they don't have the stock, they don't have,
Yeah. I think a lot of people go in and just have the wrong idea about it. It's just thinking about themselves. Okay, I want my logo, I want my product, I want this. So I think it's good to just explain it, to say, okay, this is not how it works, guys. Like, if anyone want to drop ship, what I always think is great with drop shipping is to go with someone who can like give them the prices, you know what it is. And then once you make sales, then you actually start dropshipping, right, from that supplier. So you buy 10 units, or you buy 50 units, or you buy 100 units, and you don't get any logo on it. You just start like this, and then if you want to do it later, you just do it later, right? So when we work with people for dropshipping, maybe you can explain, there are kind of different versions that we do, right? Either the supplier can dropship for them, or we can do it for people. And I want to talk about both options, but how does that work if people work directly with the suppliers? Maybe they haven't dropshipped before. How do you get them to dropship the products? How do you have a manufacturer, and you go to them and say, okay, now you need to dropship my products. How does that work? How can people do this like we did with Anela?
Actually, for the dropshipping, there is two kind of situation. One kind is like the supplier themselves. They already have a EIR system that they can ship. So they already can provide the dropship. Like, they have the system. There is a system that is a Chinese app connected with the foreign, like a Shopify or Amazon or foreign or Alibaba International. And then they're connected together. So every time the supplier can see on the system update every day how many orders, how many times I need to ship it. So they prepare the packaging, and then they contact with the shipping provider, and then will come pick up and ship it. And this is how it works when the supplier, they already do the drop shipping. And like from there on. But our situation with Anela is the supplier, they don't know. We provide them this platform. I fulfill for them. And this what I did, it will be the same system because I need to call. You know the time when I calling so many shipping company to find out because it's the special product. It was liquid, and it's not too many company they can do the liquid product to Europe. So I was comparing with like more than 10 shipping company until I find one that reliable, and then I connected my system with them. So in my system, the Chinese app, and then we connect with the shipping company that I already talked with them before. We connect each other. I connect also the system with the Shopify from the customer. So every time they have the new order in, I see it, I fulfill it, like to separate, like, okay, this is the products from the manufacturer that he need to pack it and fulfill. So I do all the things, and then I check if the address is right, if they have the street number and everything, until I created the shipping tracking number. And then when I have the tracking number, the shipping company, their own system will have already appear what products with each shipping number. Even like sometimes one customer, he ordered 2 sets, same products, it will also same time appear in the system. So the supplier, I will ask the supplier to get to the shipping company's system and just to pack what they see, put it there. The shipping company will go pick up every day in a certain time and then provide it, and everything goes smoothly. This is one situation. Second situation is maybe the customer, or like the customer, they have like a online website, so many things. Maybe they have 20 items on the website. So when the customer come in, they probably will order 5 pieces. So it will be like from different manufacturer. So what we'll do, we go to the system, we have our people working in the office, in the warehouse. They can log in every time when in the working hour in the morning, when they start to work, they're logging in the account. They see what kind of order every day, and then they will order from the supplier themselves and get them to our warehouse, and then they repack it. Like each order, they repack it, put a label, put it there, and connect it with the supplier to come here to pick up every day as well. That is the drop shipping. And for drop shipping, I found that most of the time it's that people are complaining about, oh, why it takes so long and everything. But let's think about that. Drop shipping is one packages from China with China Post to the other country, no matter to Europe, to American, or to Africa, Australia. We have so many packages to those countries. So it might be like you send out 100 packages, and probably there are 5 packages stuck in the customs. It's very normal, but customer probably get panic. What happened? Why it took so long? What is? But let's be honest. We think about that. It's international shipping. If we think back 50 years ago, it's not even happened. By boat, you can only buy boats, Or let's think about even like 5,000 years before. The people, they put the letter in the pigeon and let them fly. To deliver the letter. Maybe the pigeon gets shot and die, and this letter get lost. It's a percentage always on the international shipping. And this makes me also upset because I care about what my customer feel. I know they are running out of stock. They need to make their customer happy, but let's think about that. It's international shipping. And it's so many things that are out of our control. We do our job, but we are not a pigeon. We bring this, you order this, okay, we order the wine, the glass, we bring all the time to Europe, to America. We make sure it's safe. Then it's our responsibility. But when it's not the time, we cannot do it because we need a lot of help by UPS, by DHL, by FedEx in the destination country. And when they too busy, or because of the COVID, because of the selection, or because of the politician problem, it will be always happen. Or the package gets stuck in the customs because they need to check. They hold it, they check, and probably they need to drink a coffee first. Just for joking. Probably they need to do something, and then that caused the delay. But in my understanding, most of the customers, they don't understand. They get panic. Oh, why this? But you think about that. You send out 1,000 package, and if there is 5 package of 1,000 have problem, it actually, I don't want to be an asshole, but actually
That's how it is. It's good, yeah.
this is happening. You cannot be 100% sure for the international shipping. Even you as a person, you prepare your trip, you bring your suitcase, you get on the airplane, okay, probably the airplane they delayed. First of all, okay, you fly there and then you say your check-in luggage is lost. I believe everybody have this situation happen, right? Any of you. Oh, the suitcase lost. And then you have to contact the airline company, and then you stay in the hotel one by one, and the suitcase move one by one to chase you until the day you fly back to China, and then you get your suitcase in China. Yeah. This happened to me, actually. It happens to me. I fly with Lufthansa, and then the suitcase was chasing me the whole way back until I come back to China. I never reached my suitcase because it lost.
Yeah.
So this is not like all the time happen, but it happens. So imagine when you send out 1,000 pieces of package, and that there is 5 pieces have some problems. And this is like, I don't mean that it's normal, like but I just want people that you can prepare for a situation like that. Probably you can think about some storage or something like the emergency, like the first 8 package, like, oh, if something emergency happen, I can send. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. You don't think that, oh, everything perfectly, everything. If I trust you as an agent, you do the job. I trust you, you should do it perfectly. But something is out of our control. We are in China.
Okay, so speaking about DHL and people being busy, what's the time frame now? If you look at it a couple of months ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, COVID related, and how the shipping time is now. What's the trend? Is it getting quicker? Is it getting slower?
You remember, like the last time I showed you the data was that during the June, July, with those peak time, and the average shipping day is like 24, 25 days, because of like after COVID, like everybody like getting wake up and doing slow. So like 24, 25 to Europe, like Germany and Spain for drop shipping. But the last time I showed you the data also from our customers' product, the average days, shipping days is 17. It was from August to September. So I think it's improving, like it's faster. It's like people getting back, they better work, they better do check. So I think it will be like getting better. Because I remember, like you told me, like the first time for the drop shipping, they can be 14 days. But for now, like with the record we have from August to September, it's like 17 days. This like all the data will come out. So it actually is a good timing. So I think it's getting better. But for American, I don't know, because as now you know that American is quite unstable for the politician part and also for the COVID situation. So American now is the time is quite tricky. It's not fast at all.
But usually it used to be quicker.
It should be, yes.
Right. So what's the problem with the politicians? What causes the issue? Like not what's the issue for the politicians, but
I don't know that it
was
was this election with Trump or whatever. Like the people go on protests on the street. That's what happened. Like It was like April and May in Hong Kong, the protests, similar. So it was a protest here and there.
How does it affect the shipping?
Huh?
Why does it affect the shipping from China?
That's a lot. Like, first of all, what I know was those shipping company first, they don't have enough employee because of the COVID, after the COVID, and then some employee, they go to protest, they don't want to work. Then the traffic got stuck. This is very similar situation like in Hong Kong. So many things get delayed. That is why. And also what I heard is also because like some people, they want to quit the job because in the protest they also have the people they really want to stand for the protest, for the politician, so they quit the job, they don't want to go to work. So that's all the situation happened. I really don't know because I'm not there, so I cannot say anything like confirm, super confirm. But that's what I heard because I have an American customer like consistently ship with us containers. Every month we have like 5 or 6 or 5 to 8 containers. And they actually, nowadays, all the manufacturers, they finish the production, but just cannot ship because the customer considering the situation in America now. So they just wanted to behold, like to see if anything going to be better, that they can just continue to ship. So now actually we have run about 13, 14 container. We are on hold to wait until the situation in America become better. Yeah.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's all not playing well for the dropshippers, and I think it becomes like more and more important that the time is as quick as possible. So meaning not only the shipping time, but also the time in China, right? Because it's not like you place an order today and your trading company ships out the product today, right?
No.
So I think the best option for people is to kind of try it, see if the product works for them, can they sell it, can't they sell it, and to get the pricing information. And then once it works, buy in bulk and have someone in China fulfill it, right? Then you don't have to like buy it, import it, cover long shipping times with your cash flow, and just you can start that way. And so maybe you can talk about how would it go if someone, for example, like we go and start working with them and we find a supplier, and then we order a store in our warehouse and fulfill for them. What's the process if we would do the whole thing for people?
That is actually like what we talked about before. Like we will have this kind of system to connect with the Chinese app and the customer's shop. For example, Shopify or Amazon, we can all, or Alibaba International, we can all connect in the system. So our warehouse person, they can see every day in the morning what the customer ordered, what is the orders. She or him can log in the situation, in the log in the system to see that how many orders we have, and then they can, like our warehouse people, they can order from the supplier according to each product, order from them to send it to our warehouse, and then they repack it, label it, and then put it there, and at the end of the day, call the shipping company, come to pick up, and then they will provide the rest of the service for shipping until they deliver it.
And how does the selection progress work? Like, let's say someone asked you to find a dropshipping supplier. How do you pick the supplier? Like, is it just a pricing, or how do you choose who's the right supplier for that dropshipping product?
Well, since now most of the suppliers, they don't really do dropshipping directly. They will prefer that the customer, they find their own like the shipping company, and just to do the dropshipping. They don't want to do it by themselves. This is one situation. But for the other situation, like most of the trading company, all the company like us will provide dropshipping service. That that's what people mostly do, the drop shipping service, like what we do actually.
Yeah. Now, when we get an order, someone wants you to find a supplier, right? Say, okay, I want to have the product, I want to have these wine glasses. Now, what's your progress in finding suppliers? How many suppliers, like, do you talk to? Do you call them? Do you look for them online? How do you do this, the sourcing work, basically? Like, what does it take to find someone who can actually, have the product with the quality you want for the price that's okay? And what's your sourcing process for a supplier, let's say,
Oh, most of the time, because I work as a freight forwarder for shipping for 3.5 years, nearly 4 years. So with the shipping, we already have like the database for the suppliers. And those suppliers actually, they're good because they're already selected by the customer. So they're mostly like good price or trustworthy. They already have the experience of exporting. This is like our database. First of all, if the customer give me the hints, like what they're looking for, I will go directly to my database that we already work with the suppliers, because those ones have no doubt they're good, no matter on pricing, on the quality, or for the service. And if I don't find any from this circle, then I will start to look for the other company. And then I will start to source from the product, but I would like to talk directly with the boss, not the employee, because the employee, they never can make decisions, especially for OEM products. They never can make any decision. So I would prefer to just speak with the boss. And then I want to see if which boss who can give me the feeling of they're willing to do the business with you. By talking, you can already understand that if they are willing to produce the new products for you, if they're willing to work with you, if they're happy, they want to put effort to make your product. By talking, by speaking, you already will understand that how many percentage they are willing to work with you. And then from there, then I will start to go for the price. Then I will compare, I will select those manufacturers, and then I will compare with the price until I find the best price with the best supplier. And that's how I normally work with the process for sourcing.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So if anyone want to work with you or with us for that, then there are links below, just in the description, where you can book a call, and then we just get on the phone with you, talk to you, see what would be the best option for you. Maybe you don't even know yet if you want to drop ship, what way you want to drop ship it. Do you want to go for with a trading company? Do you want to buy in bulk? Do you want us to store it? Do you want the factory to drop ship it for you? Like, what are the options if you're not sure what's the right way for you, for your country, for your situation? Just book a call, reach out, and then we'll just kind of advise you there. And then if you choose, to work with us, then we're happy to do that. Do you have anything else that you wanna add to that?
Well, I would like to say, like, for me, I work all the time. Actually, I'm enjoying my work. I really like it. And also sometimes it's a little bit emotional for that, because when customer complain about the shipping time is too long, things is getting wrong because the goods stuck in the custom for a long time. I always have this kind of situation happen, but because I never want it to happen, and I wish that if my customer choose to work with me because they trust me, and I really want to do my best to help them to solve the problem, even sometimes it's really out of my control, that I really cannot control it in my hand, but I really try my best, because I didn't think that, it's none of my business. I get the money, the goods now is in the UPS or DHL or FedEx, whatever, it's none of my business. I don't feel that. I want to help my customer, and then I really want to make it work. And this is also sometimes it's a little bit like a distress for me because I don't want to see people unhappy. I want to make everyone happy. So if you really prepare for do this business, I hope you also have the preparation of like for shipping. It's international shipping. It cannot be 100% perfect. So what we do is like we should prepare some backup, and maybe pre-order something to keep it in the stock. If something happen, we can take care of the customer directly, or we have some solutions to figure out together. But for shipping, international shipping is always have a percentage of risk. This I cannot prevent. I cannot. And no other company can be 100% sure, yes, 100% your goods from China to the other country will be perfectly on time. This is, everybody hope. I also wish. Trust me, 150% I wish like every time they can be arrived on time and safely. But during those long distance, sometimes by sea is 1 month, even sometimes more than 1 month. By air, even it will take like 2 weeks because you need to unload, upload, custom clearance and everything. It's difficult for me to promise customer like it will be definitely on this time, it will be definitely arrive without any damage.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Even I wish I can, but I cannot. So if you are on this business to ship things from China to the other country, please notice that you have this risk, that there is no perfect. We try to make it perfect like we do. We make sure the manufacturer is reliable, good communication, packaging is nice. We try our best to make it work and make it really nice. But there is always the risk, and there is always the percentage that risk in the business, no matter what you are doing or no matter what we are doing. And I hope we all have the same understanding. That's what I want to say.
I think one thing is expectations, right? Like you
Yeah.
say, you kind of need to know what to expect, and then also know what to do about it, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
can just, there are always kind of solutions for that. You just order in time, you make sure that you have enough stock,
Yeah.
you make sure that maybe you have a little bit of an, like you say, like an emergency,
Exactly.
you know, kind of maybe 50 units, 100 units or whatever that you just have for you so you can deal with that. And I think if people just, you know, follow those steps, I think we're pretty good already.
Yeah.
I like that you're so invested, because that's great, because I work with so many people and I'm really happy that we're in this partnership. Of course, you care, and that's great, you know, so I'm very happy.
I wish like the customer, they can think about in the way that we are actually together as a team, that not like you are on your business and we are just work for you. I hope you can also feel that we are on your side and we try to solve the problem. And so instead of like we complain about the situation, then we are together to think about a solution, because we are a team. And then because you trust us, and then we want to work with you. And that is how we want to work together. And it's like we find a solution together if there is something happen. And then that is more productive or effective than it just come from one side, pure complaint,
Right.
or like unsatisfaction. Like, because I hope that you can feel that we care, and then we are a team, and we'll find a solution for everybody, that we want to make things happen and make you happy. And that is what we are here.
Right, and you can go directly to AliExpress, so you can find a freelancing sourcing agent and you can pay as little as possible, or you can, obviously we charge more, right? Or you can pay more but get exactly what you want, right? And have this partnership with people that actually care, that actually are there for you. And I think you know, once people shift their mindset from like just wanting everything as cheap as possible to actually wanting it to work, you know, then if you have that mindset, you're welcome to work with us, and we look forward to your call. So I think we're good here, right? Cool.
Cheers.
Let's have one more. I have one. I need to fill that first. Boom.
Happy Chinese National Holiday and Mid-Autumn Festival.
Happy Chinese National Holiday.
Cheers.
And Mid-Autumn Festival.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers. Have some mooncake later, huh?